Hey, what's good, y'all? This is the Walker Bar for Black Authentic Truth. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I want to boost that algorithm and I want to grow my channel. I got a different perspective, and I think this perspective a lot of people can benefit from, a lot of brothers and sisters. So, with further ado, I have this book. It's called Tell All the Children Our Story, Memories and Mementos of Being Young and Black in America, written by Tanya Bolden. Now, this book, it's a good book to have. This book was published in 2001. I would suggest that you get this book. Now, in the inside of the book, it has a price for $24, $25 USA, Canada, $35. Now, of course, I didn't pay that much for this book. I got it used. So I think I probably paid $7, $8 for this book, but this is a good book to, put in your library or just to have to read for yourself and learn some stories, or even read with children or young adults, teenagers, and stuff like that. So this book covers a lot of history from the times of slavery on up to, I would say, about the 90s. It covers the Black experience. There's a lot of firsthand accounts, people who were enslaved, and stories of different Black people throughout the centuries. All right. These are experiences from people who actually grew up in slavery or were children at the time of slavery. Now, one of the excerpts is a brother that says from his first time remembering his father, he remembered his father being bloody and being whipped with 100 lashes, and that his ear was cut off. His father didn't have an ear. Another experience is about someone first time seeing their mother. Their remembrance was her being tied to a peach tree and her dress being pulled down to her waist and her being whipped 9 to 30 times with cowhide. Another story is a sister remembering her father, which had to sneak to come see his children because he had been sold to another plantation. And when he would come, they would hop in his lap and they would play until the wee hours of the morning. And they knew what direction he went by the blood trail that he left. Now, the story that I want to get into is about Papa Dallas, and it's on page 41. So let me get that real quick. Let me see. So it reads, "Well, daughter, when I was mighty young, just about your age, I used to steal away under a big oak tree, and I tried to learn my alphabets so that I could learn to read my Bible. But one day the overseer caught me and he drugged me out on a plantation, and he called out all the field hands. And he turned to him and said, 'Let this be a lesson to all you darkies. You ain't got no right to learn to read.' And then, daughter, he whooped me, and he whooped me, and he whooped me. And daughter, if that wasn't enough, he turned around and burnt my eyes out. Don't you cry for me now, daughter. I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me that you're going to pick up every book you can and you're going to read it from cover to cover. Promise me that you're going to go all the way through school as far as you can. And one more thing. I want you to promise me that you're going to tell all the children my story." This was what 5 or 6-year-old Tonia Stewart's Papa Dallas told her one day as they sat on the front porch of their home in Mississippi. Aware that he was blind and curious about the ugly scars around his eyes, young Tonia had asked her Papa Dallas what had happened to his eyes. Now, this story is so heavy. Not only was he trying to read and to learn the Bible, and he got his eyes burnt out, and you got to think about how that would feel, how it would feel just to get branded, how they used to do slaves, where they would brand, a slave master would brand the slave with his mark or his insignia. And now you talk about a child at the time getting his eyes burnt out, literally blinding him. And I just want you to think about the evil of that, how evil that is, right? He said, don't cry for me. He told his daughter, don't cry for me. I want you to learn as much as you can. Read every book from cover to cover. Seek knowledge. And then, more importantly, tell people my story. So that's the burden that we have with our ancestors, is to seek knowledge, man. Like we have forgotten that's what our ancestors would die over and get maimed over, as in Papa Dallas getting his eyes burnt out. And so we live in a time where we don't have to worry about the fear of death in order to go to a library. We don't have to worry about the fear of death in order to research something. We don't have to have money and come from a wealthy family in order to learn anything, even a trade, even some type of knowledge or a way to do something. You can literally learn today just by going on the internet and reading. There's things that give you step-by-step instructions on how to do, tutorials on how to, fix things, how to put things together. There's so many things that we can learn freely today. And I feel we don't take advantage of it. So this story should really resonate with brothers and sisters today, as far as, searching for knowledge, learning, reading, and taking advantage of everything that we have that our ancestors didn't have. Taking advantage of those things that our ancestors died for, and in some cases were permanently maimed, like Papa Dallas with his eyes being burnt out. So let me know what you think about this video. Give me your thoughts and your opinions. And with that, this is Black Authentic Truth.